So despite the fact that Blackbeard is based off of the real life counterpart, down from the age to the years active on the seas and how long it took them to become prominent figures in their time period, there seem to be some people that think that the One Piece Blackbeard doesn't have any parallels to the real life one. You know, despite the examples I just gave. But if you're being closed-minded, if you never picked up a book, you probably will share this opinion, so let me see if I can expand your mind on how this has happened many times in One Piece. This is not the only one. And one of my favorite examples will always be the Kobaltmans from the Water 7 arc. Because funny enough, when this was happening in the manga and stuff, I remember some people thinking like plot armor, that doesn't really make sense, it kind of came out of nowhere to fix the ship. Not understanding that the tales of the Kobaltmen come from our real life, from people that had documented cases back on ships 200-300 years ago, saying that something woke them up in the middle of the night to like see that they were about to hit an iceberg and they were able to just barely avoid certain death. That thing that woke up these sailors in the middle of the night to find these things to keep everybody else from dying, they said that it was a Kobaltman. And that's where the origin of the Kobaltman spirit came from, where if you treat your ship well enough, your ship will let you know when danger is coming. And then Oda took this rumor that happened from real life and made it a thing that actually exists in the world of One Piece. So even though the world of One Piece is different from our own, it still drew inspiration for what this Kobaltman would be, because this came from our world. Another example would be the Den Den Mushis. These fun little snails that have been used as like phones to communicate with people all across the world of One Piece. Like, how does that even work? And the short answer is, it works via telepathy. The snails in the world of One Piece communicate to other ones via telepathy, and that kind of creates the phone network system that we see in their world today. And as you can guess, this was not something that Oda just made up out of the blue. This idea comes from the old days called the snail telegraph. And it was made way back in the day to test the pseudoscientific hypothesis that snails were able to create a permanent telepathic link with other snails that they mated with. So yes, people thought way back in the day that snails were able to communicate with each other via telepathy. Now, was that actually real after they did the research? No. But just like the Kobaltman, that's something that Oda took from real life and he made it real in the world of One Piece. People may have thought that snails communicated with telepathy, and people may have made devices to try to do this, but in the world of One Piece, this actually works. So moral of this story, don't say things like, oh, this is real life, that world is a fictional world of pirates, there's no correlation, because they correlate all the time. And that doesn't go for One Piece, that goes for some of your favorite shows that you've ever seen, Naruto, Bleach, etc. Like, I can't believe that this is a foreign concept that you never heard about. This has been happening since the dawn of man. Things in real life will inspire things in fiction, and vice versa. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you'll stop making statements like this online that kind of embarrass yourself.